we here? Here we. I gotta adjust the mic. Gotta give you guys a little bit more volume. We're back, guys. We're back. We're alive. Dimitri had COVID last week, so it's been a tough week. It's been a tough week. A lot of stuff going on. So hopefully you guys saw the GPU counter just refresh as we speak. As we had to get updated. So that was pretty epic. Had a couple GPUs join. So let's talk about I'll do like a little bit of housekeeping up front, and then we can get into the meat and potatoes of today. I am gonna do my best to I'm gonna try to pull up Discord and our X account. So we are trying. I want to see if I can see it. So give me 1 second here. I want to see if I'll be able to see the chat, because we tried enabling the chat for the first time ever. So I think there's a chat, but I don't know how to see the chat. Do I have to edit in live chat? I mean, what is this? Are we live? I don't know. Live cut, live chat. I mean, I see myself. I mean, so the video is going, but can I see the chat? How do I see the chat? What? How does this work? How does this work? I don't know. Freaking don't know how it works. Don't know how it works. So hopefully we can figure out how to get the live chat in here and see if there's any questions or anything like that. But hopefully you guys see it as well. I will just take as I waffle. I am just gonna check really quickly that we do have this going. Can I see, if I join our own thing, can I see the chat? Oh, there is a chat. Yes, but I'll mute myself. So I do see the chat on X as well. So that's pretty epic. So if you guys want, you can ask questions on X as well. I'll do my best to read them towards the end. And obviously we're live on Discord as well. So let's get everything ready. I'm gonna share a couple links just to have people connect. And then I might do a X post really quickly as well. So today we're not streaming to YouTube. I'm gonna upload the video this time around. We're just streaming to X because I want to try the chat out. I want to see if we'll get more of an engagement there. I do like YouTube because you can stream 1440p there. So this one's gonna be 1080p. But again, we're trying new stuff out every week. So deal with it, YouTube. Deal with it. You're gonna have to forgive me. So we're gonna have slightly lower quality than the other streams. Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure we have everything out and tweeted, just so we can play around with it. And then trying to get everything out. So guys, it's been a while since we did a stream. It's not for any bad reasons. I mean, we've just been super busy doing other stuff. So I mean, not other stuff, obviously compute related stuff, but we've been busy working on lots of stuff that's going to be just a complete game changer in everything that we do. So still not like super gonna comment, but we are looking at things that are going to be launching many more GPUs, which is, we've been following our GPU counter. You'll have noticed that it's been going up way faster, just in terms of the amount of GPUs that we're adding to the network, that we're running. What's that a sign of? It's a sign of we're doing much larger workloads, much more than just the inference workloads that we're doing. We're looking at validator validation. I mean, so essentially model validation is one of the things that we're looking at. We're looking at training as well. Training is a big topic, always was, but especially now. There's a lot of crypto based, Web3 based efforts to do training as well. So that's another thing that we have our eye on. So it's been good. It's been good in terms of running all this stuff and just the amount of GPUs that we've been running. So we're super excited in that sense. One other thing that we've been playing around with and that we've gotten a lot of requests for, so even a couple streams ago, we did the trellis modeling, which I'll quickly show again today because it's a pretty cool model that we have and people kind of underrate it. The second thing is we have there are other 3D models that we'll be looking at today. So actually that reminds me, I gotta download Blender on this machine because apparently, I mean, we'll give it a shot because I was curious how to open up these models, but apparently Blender can do it. So I'm gonna download in the meantime, as I discuss here, I'm gonna do a quick Blender download on the side. On the side, we're gonna do a quick Blender download. Hopefully, it will not, the internet traffic will not interfere with the stream or anything like that. But I'm gonna download it, and then we can take a look at what's up. So I'm gonna download Blender. I'm not a Blender guy, so just FYI. So by the way, really, so kind of I mean, let's just talk about one more we actually so we did a stream with Museum of Crypto Art this week, Mocha. It was a pretty epic stream podcast. You can find it on all the podcast players. It just came out, but there was a live stream as well, so we got some questions during the live stream and had a nice discussion. Now it's out, it's public. We talk a lot about the computer AI vision, so if you haven't heard it yet, I'm going to invite you just to cross promote, etc. I'm not going to talk about like the complete vision. I'm not going to spend an hour just because we already spent an hour on it this week, and it was super good because it wasn't just me, basically pushing everything we do. It was members of our community plus essentially the host, Cohen. So a huge shout out to Cohen. I mean, obviously Mocha's using our infrastructure, but it was a cool conversation. Essentially, us as the infrastructure provider and one of our clients having a discussion about how they use it and kind of where roads are leading to. Obviously, follow the infra com. I mean, that's all you got to know. But it was a good one. So I'm gonna shout out to them. You guys can check on the Compute AI X. You guys will see where you can go and actually have a listen to it. It's a little bit I mean, I'm trying to remember, I think we went at least for an hour, but it was a nice technical thing, but we talked a lot about a lot of aspects, so I invite you to go and give that a listen. So other than that, just in terms of community requests, etc., we got a lot of requests. We've been getting a lot of requests for essentially running 3D models, stuff near and dear to Hyperfy and all the stuff that they're building. So essentially, there another stream that deserves a shout out. We were on I think it was the Meme Explorers. I think that's the Discord that we were on. Here, wait, let me pull it up because I got to give them a shout out too, because we went on there. And it was so it was the Metaverse Makers, of course. Metaverse Makers was the stream that we were on, or no, in Meme Explorers. I think those are two. I mean, it was the Meme Explorers one, I think. But anyway, we did a live stream with them. Someone from the community, Untitled, did a pretty epic job of recreating the street where the NFT conference was happening in New York. So I was super. I mean, I was kind of blown away to see the models that we put up immediately get put to use. That one's also out there. If we didn't, I mean, I'll look it up. If it's not on our timeline, I'll make sure that deserves an honorable mention too. So community putting all this stuff to good use is like applause. We're all super into all these community use cases. And so a couple models that I'm going to be showing today is so one of them is going to be called UniRig, and the other one is going to be called I mean, the RemBg one's not that interesting because we've seen it in a couple places, but that's another model that we added. So they're not yet in the interface, but we'll still get to play around with them and essentially get everything up and running and connect it to our I mean, we're going to be connecting it because it's essentially running. It's running on machines that we have control of. Is just not like you can't book them yet, and the reason for that is Dimitri had COVID, and I got it up and running today. So I mean, that's how it works, guys. You have COVID, I mean, you just you get your you just work with your G16 right here. Check it out, G16 Asus G16 4070. You just lay in bed and you do the best that you can there, but you're not as effective as when you're on your desktop machine. I mean, let's be honest. So we did get it we did get it up and running today, so I'm like shout out to getting it up and running by me, but we'll be adding that as well, so you will be able to do some rigging. So what's rigging, for those of you that might ask, why is it important? Rigging means that you essentially, so rigging means you would normally identify where all the limbs are and basically make a skeleton, and then that makes it easy to make movable arms and ragdoll effects and all that kind of stuff. So the motion becomes much more realistic than if you have a movable object, which would be a normal 3D model. So it actually tries to detect the limbs, the fingers, the hair, the skin of the character, and essentially work with that. So that's one of the models that we'll be playing around with today. That's the model that we got up and running, and essentially we're going to be adding it. So on the inferencing side, I'll make like a couple comments. So the goal is going to be so there's two goals. Next week we're going to show, especially with Eliza V2 launching, we're going to dedicate a little bit. I mean, it's something that we teased, but it deserves like more of an honorable mention. Is actually, so guys, come in, listen to how epic this is. So what does an agent need? An agent on the internet, it needs computational resources. Think of it as its brain. So how do you actually make this viable? How do you make it available? Well, you use something like compute. So now your agents can book essentially inferencing. I mean, they can book inferencing from us. So we're running, we have all the hooks there. We have it integrated as an Eliza plugin. So an Eliza OS agent can go ahead and boot up its own GPUs running on our decentralized network, and then essentially use them for reasoning and run models on them and query them and do all that kind of stuff. So essentially, what does that imply? It implies an agent is doing stuff. It realizes it's dumb. It doesn't have a powerful enough model. What does it do? It calls up compute and says, yo, Netos, I need a bigger brain. And then we're like, yo, we can hook you up. And then we hook your agent up, and then it has a bigger brain. And then, I mean, I won't get into how much of like scenes from one of the seasons of Black Mirror that is, but I mean, that is what we're doing. So we're providing brains to AI agents. They can upgrade their brain, use one of our brains. I mean, we have some idle brains laying around, and then they can just do their thing. So that's pretty epic. So we're going to dedicate more to that because we think, especially with V2 launching, I mean, this is like the thing that a lot of us have been waiting for related to Eliza OS. And so it's going to be a big thing. It's going to be a big thing in the sense that, you know, we're a compute provider. You can use us, and we're not just API, but you can run specific models. And so I forgot, we have like 28 models or something that you can run. So you can tailor the experience to exactly what your agent needs, have specific models, load up a bunch of rags, and do all the crazy stuff that you can do when you have a dedicated GPU allocated, when you have a dedicated brain allocated to, you can put it that way. So that's going to be one of the things that we're going to do next week. Second thing that we're going to work on next week, so I'll tease them here. There are two, like things that we're working on. So number one, is we're gonna essentially have a wrapper around our render API. I mean, so essentially the stuff, the kinds of containers that I'm showing right now. The media container, as I demonstrated on every stream, is getting too big, guys. It's getting too big. I mean, it's gonna get deprecated end of life at some point. I mean, the problem is when you boot the media container, it's running like 10 applications at this. I mean, I don't know, it's like 5 or 6. And so we're literally having issues from essentially booting up 6 or 7 AI applications at the same time. So it's like inside baseball. I'm telling you, it's like impractical. And I mean, I'm going to be demoing 2 more applications that we're going to be adding to it. So it's getting too big, guys. So we're going to refactor it a bit I mean, I got a lot of feedback, not so much in a lot of feedback in private DM groups with essentially devs that are trying to build stuff on our platform. And the feedback was unanimously, we want a simple API to do render. What's render? That means we render GPUs, or we render like, what's a render? It means we render what's called I lost the word. You render in high dream, so you render images, text to image, image to image, You do video potentially. I mean, so we'll be adding essentially all the creative stuff that I've been showing, including Trellis, including UniRig. All that stuff is going to be accessible via our brand new render API. And then again, like what we're striving towards, there's going to be 2 more things on top of it. We're going to make, I mean, we already have it under the hood. It's essentially like, I'll call it a chat GPT or like a chat style interface that people can use. So if people are just playing around, they want to see the result of one of these models, and especially people who are staking and don't necessarily want to run all this infrastructure, they'll be able to just log on Chat Compute AI and use all our models. But to make it super easy and nice, we're going to be deploying over the next couple of weeks. We're going to have an MCP as well. And what that means is it's going to make it super easy for us to essentially run an LLM of some sort. So you're talking through a chat interface and then you say, hey, it'd be really great to have a 3D model of this. And then it's going to say, oh yeah, well, we can do Trellis. Would you like Trellis? And then you're going to say, oh yeah, Trellis would be great. Please Trellis this for me. And then it's going to Trellis something for you. Or you're going to be like, I want an image of a cat, and it's going to spit out image of a cat. So that kind of stuff, it's in the works. We're already working on it. It's closer than you guys think, but we're gonna bump up essentially the user-facing app a little bit, just because it's gonna improve usability and especially like the discovery process of letting people actually play around and test some stuff, etc. All right. So that is like the rundown of that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else notable to mention. So one thing so first of all, I'll use this opportunity. Oh yeah. So here's another thing. So another thing, which I can announce on the stream, we're going to do like a post, potentially even maybe like a X article or something like that. But one of the suggestions, so shout out to Renee, because I heard it from him, but this is like a great suggestion, is we're going to try to identify certain like AI applications that we want to build. So essentially, I mean, let's use today's thing for example. So we identified UniRig would be pretty cool. So what are we going to do? We're going to do bounties, paid out in COM tokens. We're going to do bounties for people who submit those kinds of AI applications. So UniRig, yours truly built, I mean, obviously, I would be curious, the next one that we have on the list that came up a couple times, which I'm just not a Blender expert. Like guys, I'm an expert in a lot of things, but I'm not a Blender expert. So if you know of like the kosher, correct way to run Blender remotely, please let me know. I mean, basically, we're going to have a bounty for how to correctly package Blender to run on our GPUs. Because I've seen that there's like 10 different extensions that you can install. And I mean, there's a bunch of different ways to do it. But I think at the end of the day, the way that it should look like is you open up Blender locally, somehow say you want to connect to a remote server, then essentially do all the render there. And then, I mean, basically use your UI locally, but use compute for the GPU. So that's the dream. I don't know how attainable that is. So if I'm speaking to you right now and you're like trying to jump through the screen, through the camera at me to tell me what a great idea this is, we're gonna have a bounty. It is probably, I mean, we haven't like fully decided yet. Like it's probably going to be, so let me put it this way. It's going to be an amount where if you staked, you're going to get a lot of GPU hours. I'll put it that way. So that way we have some leeway just to do the math on which one of that is worth it. And we kind of hope it's going to boost the developer community. So if for you, this sounds like the easiest thing ever, it totally might be low hanging fruit. Just join our Discord. Make sure you join our Discord. And then it'll be easy to like navigate and do all that stuff. So that's kind of another important one. So we're gonna do a blog post explaining all of that, but we're gonna have essentially like a bounties chat, and then I want to set up some sort of GitHub that will essentially mirror the bounties that we're looking for right now, that is relatively easy to maintain and update, and essentially probably is just a bunch of markdown and all that kind of stuff. So keep that in mind. I mean, that's something that we're gonna do, we're looking for. So if you're interested, just join our Discord. I will briefly just like show you also as let me show you guys. Essentially, we have we're working on a bunch of new stuff, including web related, but we also took the opportunity. So wait, let me show you guys. Let me also make sure, because I saw. All right, perfect. So so then I want to show you guys really quickly. So if I go over here, all right, audio is there. Audio is there. Please tell me if the audio disappears. So I mean, first of all, we have the GPU counter up. So unfortunately, I mean, we did see it go up just before the stream started, but it was already over 6,000 before the stream. It happens, guys. It happens. We have no control over it. The thing that I want to mention is now we have all our links down here, super accessible. So you can see this is like the Radium farm and the stream flow and CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko and all that stuff. So that's super easy to do. But if you want to join Discord, boom, click the Discord icon in light or dark theme. It's super easy to navigate. You guys will have all the correct links. And so that should make it easy for you guys to find us. Hop on our, so I would recommend just announce yourself as like, I'm interested as in contributing and getting some of the bounties. Let us know, and then we'll make it work in our, we'll essentially do like a bounties channel. It's not up yet, but I mean, we're 100% gonna do this. So I promise you, you can join the Discord now and you will be the first to hear about our first bounty. But I do think it'll be Blender related, just FYI, because that was a request that we got, and it was something where it wasn't I mean, like, I know that there are ways to do it, but I'm a little bit like a fish out of water in terms of running Blender. I'm just not that familiar with Blender, so I'd be curious if someone with more experience with Blender than me give us some input on that. All right. So yeah, so I'm trying to think if there's any other announcements. So yeah, the other one that we want to get feedback on, and feel free to join the Discord and discuss this with us, is we got feedback from a couple projects that they would like to run, essentially, for example, like an open web UI. So essentially run some sort of inferencing or constant web interface all the time. So they want to essentially be able to preserve it, and they were asking essentially if we can't do the web hosting for them. The other one that's probably even more popular than that slightly niche one that I just described, the second one is to run what's it called, to run N8N. So we are considering adding those, where essentially you can run a instance 24/7 as part of staking, and then depending on the tiers, I mean, we can, guys, we're pretty good at computers. Like, I think what we can do is that even the medium tier can run a single instance, and then the premium tiers can run more than one instance, is what we're thinking about. So if you're interested in that, also give us feedback. That's one of the potential things that we're interested in doing, and that we're interested in adding in coming weeks. So that's like an idea that we had that we need feedback on. So I'll announce it here. Feel free to join the Discord and say Dimitri mentioned this, and then I got super excited, and now I'm in your Discord telling you must do it, because Dimitri half promised it on the stream. So trying to think what else, but no, I think it's pretty much that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna get a couple things here ready. I wish I turned my air conditioner on a bit more. It's a little bit warm, but yeah, let's get going here. So I do want to show you guys a couple things, starting with so let me pull something up here, see if I can get it, because I think I got it, guys. I have to unfortunately I have to do some tippity typing here, because the one machine that I'm trying to connect to, I gotta restart essentially. So this is gonna be awkward for 1 minute while I get everything set up. So let me see if I can get get it up and running, and then I will let you know that I have it up and running, but it shouldn't be too long. So let's see. Let me do this. All right, and then I'm going to do following. So let me see if I can get this. I gotta get the application up and running real fast, and then we can connect to it and play around with it, etc. So let me do. I'm gonna copy this. So I'll show you guys what I'm doing in a second. It's good that I'm not sharing my screen. Let's do. All right, let's try it. I'm gonna do it here. Let me do. So let's try it. See if I can get in. All right, looks good. All right, looks really good. Let me do the following. So let's do the following. So wait, let me also do this. Because we can play around with these really quickly. And I'll just show you, because I did have one idea that'll be pretty fun for the topic of the day, so to say. We'll run the RemBg container, because I never showed you guys the RemBg container, but we built a RemBg container because it's one of our favorite AI tools, just to remove background. So I have the perfect image, image of the day to work with. So we'll give it a shot with a RemBg container, and then we'll show you guys rigging really quickly. So I'm gonna be running this. So I'll give you guys some. So we're running a dev machine right now. So it's just a cloud machine with a GPU running on it. So you might be able to see the IP address or something somewhere. Like, guys, I'm gonna shut down that machine as soon as we're done the stream. Like, don't think that this is like, don't even try. It's not gonna be. There's not gonna be anything super interesting on it for you to get at. It's just a short-lived machine. It's been up as long as I've been trying to get the container up and running today, just saving me time because the connectivity on the cloud is better than my home internet because I don't have 25 gigabit networking. But it just speeds things up. So we're gonna try a couple things, and essentially we're gonna just run these containers. So I'll be running them in Gradio. I'll show you guys the Gradios. So I'll actually, before we do that, let me show you where we actually have a Gradio. So let's use the new website, guys. Come on, you gotta use the new website. You gotta use the new simple website. So here we go. I'm gonna do launch a GPU, connect wallet connected. Let's try it. Which one am I connect to? Oh no, it's asking me for password. All right, let's go back to Dimitri. Let's go back to Dimitri. All right. Let's see if this is the correct one. I have a feeling. All right, let me see. All right, whatever. I mean, this is some wallet with some time in it. I don't know which one it is. It wasn't the one that I was hoping was on here, but whatever. We'll make it work. It doesn't have that much time. It's not like staking or anything. So you guys can see our staking stuff is up here. So let me make the fonts a little bit bigger because I know I'm in front of a 32-inch 4K monitor. You guys are over there somewhere on the internet with a quarter of the resolution. So I'm a realist here. So really quickly, I mean, you can stake. I showed you guys where you can stake, and then you should get minutes. So by the way, I'll mention that, guys, we're so close to getting the staking rewards automated. That's another super important action item on the list. For now, if anyone runs out of minutes, please tell us on the Discord. We can just individually give you your staking rewards. Like, it's automated. It's just the like, somebody joined the staking, they immediately want to stake. We're trying to automate every aspect of it so that I mean, essentially, like the thing that we might do in the interim would just be to run the staking rewards at like 0 UTC every day. But right now we're just doing it manually because a lot of people stake, then they're on the Discord and they're like, I just staked, I didn't get any minutes, and then it's like, no problem, bro. Just give me the address, and then we do our magic, and then the person gets awarded all the minutes that they should have received from actually staking comp. And we do that manually right now. It's gonna be fully automated, but it's just catching all the edge cases is kind of a pain. I mean, we got a pretty epic bug report from some members of the community as well. We'll not describe it on the stream, but somebody found a bug, and we'll be giving them a bunch of free GPU hours for finding the bug. So it was, I mean, respect to that person. All right, so let's go back over here. So really quickly, want to show you. So I'm gonna launch a media fast really quickly. And what am I gonna do? I'm gonna launch a media fast. So let's just launch it. So just to remind everyone what it looks like. So we're gonna be doing Trellis and stuff like that, just to play around with them. So let's do a Trellis really quickly. Okay, and then I'm also gonna do this. Yeah, I'll probably go full screen like that in a second. Just to keep honest people honest. That's what I'm gonna call it. Keep honest people honest, so that you guys don't go crazy, trying to figure out, trying to play around with the machine that I have on the internets. You guys should behave. So here's the Trellis model. It does still take a little bit to boot. So I mean, unfortunately, Trellis is super slow to boot, but it has gone from 3 minutes to roughly like a minute or maybe 90 seconds, something like that. So it is significantly faster. So if I refresh, we should be pretty soon and we should be good to go. I mean, it shouldn't take that long to boot. Let's also check out what we're running on today. Obviously an H200. I mean, why would we settle for less? Why I ask? So yeah, so unfortunately, I mean, you see this thing, Trellis still takes a little bit to get up and running. It's unfortunately one of the slower models to boot, but like I said, initially the issue was it was literally 2 or 3 minutes to boot. Now it's under 1 full minute. It actually gets up and running. So here we go, we're up and running. So you might have to refresh a couple times before it's there. And then what I'm actually going to do is, so these are all reference images that come with the Trellis model, and so you can see right here, I mean, basically we can take any of these and we can make a 3D model of it. I'm gonna make the humanoid looking ones because it'll sort of make sense. And actually my favorite, the better humanoid ones are the ones with the multiple images. So if we go to multiple images, we have like spacesuit guy. I mean, that one might be fun. Let's try spacesuit guy because we're going to the moon, guys. So let's do the spacesuit. Let's try spacesuit guy. We're gonna do generate 3D asset, boom. Then obviously, so it's gonna start generating. So here we go. Obviously, we're gonna go check on the GPUs, still 60-13. But then we're gonna watch the GPU percentages go up as the model gets loaded, etc. So we're already at this 140. I mean, most people don't have 140 gigs in their machine. I mean, I have 128. I don't have 140 gigs, and we're talking about 140 gigs of VRAM right here. So 140 gigs of VRAM on this machine. 7.2 is being used right now, and it should be oh, it was so fast it already finished. All right, let's do an export GLB. I was talking too much. Let's do export GLB because I think it's gonna, there we go. We got some GPU usage, but you can see this model is not like the, I mean, all right, so we went up to 11, but it's not the most memory intensive model at all. But we should be, so here's the GLB, and then we can download, so this guy, we can rotate around and we can download this GLB file, and then we should be able to load it. So let's actually, so really quickly, I'm gonna go to the, so wait, let's go to Dimitri's face really quickly. I'm gonna open a Blender because I haven't opened it yet. I don't wanna, oh my God, what is it doing? Oh, as expected, it's like asking me, all right, whatever. Blender. All right, let me try. So what I'm gonna show you guys in a second. Oh my God, what is it? Cancel. So can I, guys? I'm not a pro in Blender at all. So I'm gonna do a file, new, general. Don't save. So I'll show you guys once I have a brand new project, and then. So let's try. Let me try one more thing, and then see if it works. Oh, perfect. All right, so let's see if we can get this to work. So I have Blender open. I mean, apparently it opens to this kind of cube interface, but we can actually go and we can drop this guy into here, and then let's see if it does it correctly. Did it add him? Where's he? Did it add our dude? It did not. I feel like it did not add our dude. Scene collection. All right, let's get out of here. Let's get. Oh, there he is. There he is. He's there. He's there the entire time. So he was just underneath the cube. So you can see we imported this model, and now we can spin stuff around, and this is what it generates. So the problem is this guy is essentially just the geometry, and it treats him as like a single material shape. Oh man, as I hear my oh man, it's gonna freeze. It's gonna freeze. All right, let's go full screen as I wonder if I click too much. I was spinning around a lot, guys. It might have now I hear my fans turn on. All right, there we go. It recovered as soon as the fans turned on. But this is basically the issue, is that he's like, I mean, this guy is you know, out of one piece of material. I mean, you see it up here. It just sees one piece of material. So what do we want to do? We want to load this model into something called rigging. So what does rigging do? It basically inferences based on the looks. It tries to inference the limbs, the bones that are inside of there, essentially where you have clothes and skin and stuff like that. So I'm actually curious, because I'm curious if it detects the spacesuit, etc., and like the movement of it. But we're not going to see the movement in Blender, but it's at least going to visualize sort of the layers that we have. So for that, I have to hide one more time really quickly, and we are going to do the following. We're gonna do the following. So I'm gonna run on the dev machine. I'm just gonna run the container, and then we will play around with it. So I'm gonna do let's do. They call it. Gotta call it this. So we're gonna run the UniRig. So I'll show you guys we're basically just gonna boot. So the thing is, we have to add it to essentially the backend. But what I'm doing right now is we have a GPU that's available. So I'm just essentially logging onto that machine directly, something you would normally not do as a user, just to run the container directly on there, just so that we can test it and verify that the model works with the NVIDIA GPUs that we have. And for that, I'm going to run it really quickly. So let's do, Doctor. All right, we got to do. And then we also have to do the port forwarding, because it's a Docker. And then let's give it a shot. So I think this will run. So let's see. And then I'm going to pull it up over here as well. Okay, so it's promising so far. And then I'm going to pull up the link. Then I will show you guys. All right, it's looking really good. It's looking really good, guys. All right, so basically, I'm gonna switch it back over. So now we're in a different Gradio. So this is running on a different GPU. And what I'm actually gonna do, oh yeah, so I have to get the correct file. So I'm gonna upload the thing that we just created. So here, let's watch it upload. So it's uploading. So I uploaded this guy right here. And then basically we're gonna let it run. So I'm gonna say generate rig. It's actually gonna take a little bit of time. There's still some optimizations that we can do in this container. So right now, you guys can't see it, but it's downloading models and stuff like this as well. So that's one of the things that we actually do for everything that we run on the back end. We make sure that the models are downloaded inside of our containers that we run on our back end. And we also publish that to GitHub, like how to do that kind of stuff. And so, I mean, like, guys, let me go full screen for this. It's kind of a lot of work. To pre-download the models. I mean, it's like not always trivial how to do it, but we usually figure out a way to do it. And what that means is that the containers and the applications boot significantly faster as compared to a lot of our competition, right? Because we actually spend the time to essentially onboard all these applications. So right now it's actually running, so it'll run significantly faster the second time we do it because it's still downloading different types of models. Right now it's actually running the model, so this is like the part where the GPU gets used. Now it's done some of the inference, and here we go. So we got a different model, and so we can say with skeleton only or the complete rigged one. So let's try the complete rigged one. So I'm going to download it. Boom, we have the complete rigged one. And now what I'm going to do, so switching back really quickly, I'm going to go back to Blender, and then I'll show you guys what I'm going to do. So really quickly, because it worked last time. So wait, freaking Windows. I hate that. One of the things that I miss the most about the Mac is if a file appears, like Finder just updates it, and then on Windows you have to do back and then forward just to see the new file. It is so dumb that Windows doesn't do it. I don't know why it doesn't do it, but it doesn't do it. All right, let's remove this guy right here. I'm just gonna remove him. Boom. So let's try it. Can I delete? Boom. All right, he's gone. Goodbye, guy. Let's try to load this one with the actual skeleton, and let's see what we got. Disable bone shape. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm an AI engineer guy, not a Blender guy. But let's try it. All right. Well, oh man, that's perfect. So I mean, you can see right here it has a bunch of nodes, so like a bunch of access points that are already generated for him. I'm curious if bone. So it does have the bones, but I'm curious, is it not drawing the bones like between them? I mean, it clearly detected stuff on here, but I mean, you can see it's essentially, I mean, you can see it's pretty good. I mean, these are all like the points in the model where it thinks there's going to be like an intersection. Bendy bones. I don't know what the, yeah, I don't know how to get it to, because Ash from Hyperfy sent me one where everything was connected, but I can tell you, as somebody who knows a little bit of anatomy, I mean, these are correct for the sort of the inflection points in this model. So you can see it detected where would the shoulder pivot, where does the elbow pivot, where does the wrist pivot, where do the, like, I think it's called phalanges, right, on the fingers, or do they actually attach and pivot? All that kind of stuff. So it actually used AI inferencing to essentially process this guy and figure out where are the pivot points within this body. So it is no longer just a figurine. It's actually running. As I noticed that the door's not entirely closed. So it's not just a figurine. It actually has pivot points and everything else, and is gonna behave as a body should. So you can actually work with this. All right. So this one we're gonna be publishing. So I did just want to show you this because it comes up like, what are the kinds of models that we do that no one else does? So I mean, I can guarantee you. I mean, I will. There's nothing preventing him from doing it other than it's kind of a niche use case, right? But I don't expect OpenAI to be running these sorts of models for you. So you can't find them on Hugging Face Spaces. Me and testing this model, I immediately hit the limits of Hugging Face Spaces. So it said, please insert coins, please buy a subscription, please run this. And I think I ran the model twice. And out of those 2 times at the free tier, it did not complete. So one time it did complete, so I did get it to run once, but essentially for most models that I uploaded there, it didn't even complete in time. So we're going to be stuffing this in the render API, so you're going to be able to run this. It'll essentially get built against your GPU minutes, and you'll be able to produce a model like this with all the pivot points and everything else, and the bone structure and all that kind of stuff. All right, so that is, I mean, and like I said, requested by our community, requested by all the people who want to play around with these sorts of models and actually produce motion, full motion, full body avatars, all that kind of stuff. So pretty epic use case. So that one we'll be adding, and like I said, we'll be wrapping it all in the render API. So you'll be able to do an API call to get the result as well. Trying to think what else. So the other one that I want to show you just for fun is gonna be the remove background avatar, or the remove background thing, which I'm gonna boot up here in a second. Let's just give it a shot before the stream is over. We have a good one to run today for the remove background. We'll run that, and then we'll sort of end it because I don't want to go too long today. I'm still a little bit under the weather. I'm not like COVID positive anymore, but guys, energy's low. Energy is low today. You should thank me. You should thank me for finding the energy to hop on a stream. Gonna fire up another container over here, and then we'll give it our best shot. So it's again, it's gonna take a little bit to boot. It's gonna download some models and stuff like that. So again, stuff that we should have fixed once it's actually deployed in our interface, because that's one of the things that we actually do is make sure that the model is pre-downloaded and containerized the applications and build the applications such that all the models are pre-downloaded and that they fire up instantly and that you're not paying for download time essentially. So we make it such that everything's pre-downloaded, everything's gonna go, etc. So this one, I mean, I'm waiting. This one, unfortunately, I forgot this one does take a little bit longer to boot. So in the meantime, I will check. I got one more that we'll sort of demo today, which I think will be, yes, it's we'll do one more here, and then we'll call it a day. Although I will answer any questions if there are questions coming up. So let me do one thing, which is, let me do one thing really quickly, which is gonna be, God, I'm already ruffling. Let's see if we can do it. So I'm gonna do this from our chat, from our meme chat on our Discord, suggesting the topic of memes for today is some people will be guessing because you've seen it 1,000 times today on the internet. Let's give it a shot. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna let's play around with this. So oh man, I forgot it has example images. So let's do the example images first because they're kind of nicer. I can't hit you with a meme that hard right away. We're gonna have to build up to it. All right. So here we go. So here's like a image. So here's a wonderful Asian lady giving the double peace sign. We will be removing the background. So in this model and this radio that we're publishing, there's actually, I mean, this is like, so let me go full screen for this. Guys, people ask, and there are so many epic models. Like, if you think that there are so many open source, there are many more open source models than there are Anthropics and OpenAIs out there. So there are so many epic models to do, especially very specific tasks that have been trained on a very specific data set, and they do a very superior job to the generic models that you're used to playing around with. The perfect example for this is something called RemBg, which is essentially, it's a collection of background removal models. Okay, background removal models. How many models are there? I can't remember, but I think it's 19 models just to remove background. So let's try this first one, this UNet U2Net. Okay, there we go. Not a bad job. Let's try a different model. Let's try Bria RemBg. Let's try this one. Different model. Guys, it's getting downloaded in the background right now. Let's see it. It's coming. It's almost done. Here we go. It's done. So again, I will point out we're pre-packaging a lot of the models on our end. So usually when you finally boot this container, you won't have to do this, but you can see it's doing a super epic job of removing the background. I mean, this is absolutely one of my favorite AI things. I know people take it for granted to a degree with iPhone, like doing it with the stickers and stuff like that, but like try to do it on a bunch of like, not, believe you me, that not everything can do it. Not everything can do it nearly as good as this. So let's try this one right here. Okay, so there you go. So it's not, trust me guys, it's not trivial. It doesn't know, do I need the car, do I need something else? So let's try the state-of-the-art one. So you can play around with this, like the reference images are going to be in here. are going to be in here for you to play around with. So let's see this one, see how it works. See if it removes the background. Let's see, does it leave the girl in there? No, just her shoe. It removed everything but her shoe. So you can actually say we can do alpha matting. I forgot slower background threshold. Let's actually erode size. So let's try it. Let's try this. Let's see if it does better if we. So I'm running the same model, so it doesn't have to re-download it, but I'm setting the threshold higher. Did it finish already? It did. So wait, let's see. Yeah, it's still, that's not helping. Let's do foreground threshold. I mean, play around with these parameters. Is it getting any better? It is not. So I would maybe try a different model as well. Let's try a different one. So I mean, that's the cool thing. I mean, guys, these are 19 trained models to remove backgrounds from images. So the problem is, I mean, it is doing a great job removing the background, but it's interpreting the girl as being part of I mean, not the background, but not the core part of the scene, which is, I mean, so that one was good. That was good. I'm glad we got that one. So you might still want to run it, like you might want to crop the girl and run one more time, because it this one specifically doesn't remove the white I mean, essentially like the white like the gravel or whatever this road is from between her legs, right? I mean, so that should potentially also be transparent, but it's a pretty good job. And I mean, look, all I did was change the model, right? So all I did was change the model, and all of a sudden we got the result that we want. So this is one of my favorite AI projects, hands down, on open source AI project. That there are 19 models, they all behave completely differently and have like a real world use case, which is removing backgrounds from images. All right, so now let's try it. So I want to give this a shot right now. So let's see if it's gonna work. Let's try this one. Let's remove the background from this image. Boom. Let's try it. Paste from clipboard. Do it. They're not gonna let me do it. It's gonna let me do it. I have to find the thing file. So wait, let me see. Is it here? Let's do it like this. Boom. Boom. On the topic of the day, let's try it. Let's try this image really quickly. Let's see how well it works. Oh man, it's so good. The result is so good. It totally removed whatever was behind this guy. So now you can make a sticker out of this. You can you know, put it on your gas pump at your local gas station or something like that. I mean, or something less vindictive. So I mean, that's pretty epic. That's pretty, I mean, I have to be completely honest, I have a feeling all these are going to work pretty well, and I think it's going to be a question of how much of the hair did they remove in this specific one. But I mean, I thought you guys might enjoy it, since it's the meme of the day. I thought you might enjoy it. So other than that, I mean, try playing around with this. There's a cool tiger one. Let's remove the background behind the tiger. I mean, this one should be pretty easy to spot. But I mean, you can see these models are super fast. It's literally the only thing that takes a little bit of time is I'm not showing you guys, but they're roughly a gig to 1.5 gigabytes of data that it has to download to actually run the model. But otherwise it's working. All right. So look forward to that. Look forward to the UniRig stuff we'll be adding on our front end as well. So I'm excited about those. Trying to think what else. Let me do the following. Let me go full screen, and I'll try to get the chats up so that I don't dox or upset anyone over here. We'll get some of the chats up just in case that there are any questions or anything like that. So I'll do my best to pull up the chats and answer some questions for you guys. Give me 1 minute. But yeah, anyway, I mean, we've been, like I said, a lot of people have been asking. We've just been busy trying out like a couple crazy directions that we're potentially going to be going into in the next couple weeks. And so I was I mean, so the live streams I think are going to be happening at a pretty regular cadence again, because we're at least at a point where we're confident we can we can go in those directions, and so we have more time to do the meat and potatoes kind of stuff that we've been doing on the live stream. So all right, so let me check questions. Should have them pulled up here. So let's see. All right, I just see Com Gang over here getting super excited and stuff like that. Let's do. Right, let's see. That looks good. Okay. So just Com Gang hanging out there, which is always great to hear and see. I'm gonna check the Discord as well. So I mean, no questions, just comments. Best preview image ever in the Discord. So yeah, so I don't see any super comments that I have to do live on stream. So I think I'm gonna leave it there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. So both those models should be coming in compute. We're gonna wrap them in render API, which will make it super easy to integrate it into your applications and stuff like that. Staking, guys, if you stake 1 million com, you get over a month of GPU time at the moment. I mean, our promise I think for the next 3 months for sure, that's gonna be the offer. At some point. Could be the case that depending on especially if there's a bunch of medium stakers or premium stakers, we might have to adjust the tiers a little bit, but I guarantee you for the next 2 months you'll still be getting over a month of GPU time. So please don't hesitate to stake. It will more than pay for itself. And the other thing that I'm super excited about is basically everyone staking at the top tier is building an epic application. And that's epic for us because we're super excited to see those applications and essentially see what you guys are building and help you out and have you in the chat, etc., and discuss all this stuff with you. So I'm super stoked to see that. Make sure you join our Discord. That's where all the technical discussion, that's where I'm easiest to get a hold of to ask questions about our GPUs and stuff like that. Look forward to a bunch of announcements in the coming weeks about stuff where it should immediately click for you that we're going to be running many more GPUs than what we have on the website right now. And yeah, I mean, future's bright. Super excited to be working on all this stuff. I love all the community feedback. So most important thing for me, if you want to hang out, ask questions, etc., just make sure to join our Discord. That's the premier place to get a hold of us. But I think we've been going for an hour, so I'm probably going to leave it there, guys. Not do it too long this time around. So we'll upload it to YouTube as well. I've been doing a local recording, so hopefully we'll get that up for you pretty quickly. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Shadow